What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. I'm here to deliver the news of all news. But before we get into the breaking news that has just been delivered, and I'm sure you'll see on the thumbnail, we got to talk about what's happening right now. I was chilling. I was thinking, getting ready, popcorn, getting ready to a hate watch. This is where it just backfires on you. I was getting my popcorn ready. I was thinking, yeah, PSG has been slapping teams, beating teams all over the place, embarrassing them, unbelievable. And here we are, turn on the Club World Cup final. In also preparation for me, obviously, Love Island's on tonight. If people watching, movie night just happened, the fallout, it's going to be mad. So I was thinking, good night of entertainment for me. Well, Chelsea's going to get slapped. Love Island after. Brilliant stuff. It's half-time Club World Cup right now. Chelsea are winning 3-0. Oh, the stress. I hate that club so much. But here they are. Cole Palmer turned up in big moments, big game player, scored 2 goals, madness. And then on top of that, João Pedro, which by the way, big up AFTV Clips or AFTV Extra. I spoke about João Pedro time ago. And yeah, people will say, it's not the Premier League yet. He scored a big goal already in the Club World Cup, scored another one as well to make it 3-0. I know my strikers. Let me just make that very clear. Yeah. Once was one, can identify when we're doing bad business and striking the area and when we're doing good business and striking areas. I'm aware of it. Yeah. That's my forte, my category. And on that, yes, people, on that right there, let's get into what's going down. What news just dropped? We got the Orney bomb, the Ornstein bomb, bomber, whatever these lot call it. I'll be honest. You see me, I don't even get involved in that Twitter stuff. But David Ornstein has just dropped this news saying, Sporting Lisbon confirm agreement in principle. Reach for Victor Gyokeres, switch to Arsenal. Deal worth 63.5 million euros guaranteed. What's that? 58 million pounds, 59 million pounds, which is actually bloody good. Plus 10 million euros add-ons, and a 27-year-old Sweden striker representatives waives fee to help facilitate move from Sporting to Arsenal. That's from David Ornstein. It's also on the Athletic. So that's the news that's dropped. I'll tell you about the further news that's also come out off the back of that as well, which I'll do that in a second. But just to break that down, so it's 63.5 million euros, million euros guaranteed, and a 10 million euros add-on. So 73 million 0.5 in total. We obviously know that his agents waived the fee, which again for me highlights one, the mentality and attitude that Gyokeres is given, that we all know he really wants to be at Arsenal. I got so much time for him considering he waved away the interest from Man United, doesn't want to go there. He said, Arsenal my priority. He refused to train. He refused to play, go back to actually Sporting and train and playing in preseason games because he wants this deal done so much. He must have, this is where I think player powers come into this as well. He must have said to his agent, listen, I don't care about your, forget all that. I want this move. And there are, from what I know from, being a player and conversation with your agencies, I'm sure he would have said, get this deal over the line. Otherwise, there's probably going to be issues between him and his agency. So they've obviously waived their fee as well, which is really good. That just again shows the mentality of how much he wants to be an Arsenal player. And obviously there was word he was taking a £2 million pay cut or whatnot to be an Arsenal player. So it's looking like it's happening. You know that what's that meme? It's happening. That's what it feels like. It feels like this is where it starts to pick up momentum this week. I'm assuming Arsenal, don't drag your heels. I think the deal will get done. Pretty convincing it'll be done by the end of the week. The reason why I said, obviously, we go away. Again, I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. We go away to Singapore and Hong Kong next week. This time next week, we'll be getting ready to leave to go to Singapore. So the team will also be traveling out there for their pre-season. It's looking like Andrea Berta and Mick Arteta are wanting to get things done, well, in place of the pre-season tour, because there's some big games in there. I've actually got them here while I'm on this breaking news. I think it's Newcastle, it's Milan. Bear with me. We are playing first, on the 23rd of July, we're playing AC Milan, and on the 27th, we're playing Newcastle, and then obviously the North London derby is over in Hong Kong on the 31st, which we'll be covering as well. So we're giving you all the content there, but hopefully the players will be in time. Now, a lot of fans, prematurely, in my opinion, went a bit OTT on obviously the Noni Madueke deal, and the reaction I thought was awful. And now, I don't know if people's minds have changed. They may not have, but most people I speak to say he's a good player. And I agree, Noni Madueke is a good player. So all the hate that seemed like it was targeted at him, when it should have been it should have been misdirected if you're annoyed at the fee and whatnot. That's Andrea Berta. If you're annoyed at the signing, that's probably a Mikel Arteta player that he's wanting. So how mad it was on him, I think it was unnecessary. But now where we got Norgard, Kepa, Madueke, Victor Gyokeres seems like it's going to be confirmed. Again, I'll ask the question: if we get one more, I'm being greedy. Give me an Eze. What do you rate that window? Because right now things are looking positive. My main concern was getting a striker in this window, and it's looking like we're getting the main man, Victor Gyokeres, who is an absolute beast. And I'm not going to go through all the stats because there's no need to do that right now. But I'll do the second bit of news that broke alongside the David Ornstein confirming that agreement in principle has been made and reached for Victor Gyokeres. Ben Jacobs went on to say, which was this is via Alex Crook, a trusted reporter, said Coventry retain a 10% sell-on as part of Victor Gyokeres' imminent Arsenal move. Even just that, it just feels good to say because it's like, okay, they've even agreed all the sell-on clauses and fees that they're getting. So it's looking like it's very much going to happen very soon. Was originally 15%, but they sold back 5% to Sporting at the start of the season. And Brighton have a 15% sell-on fee as well. I know a few people questioned where Brighton come from, but people didn't know. He was actually at Brighton before he was at Coventry. I've actually got a lot of it written down here because I was preparing for the welcome video. Victor Gyokeres, after 2 years, he transferred to the UK to play for Brighton and Hove Albion. During his time, Gyokeres was also loaned to 3 other clubs: St. Pauli in Germany, Swansea City in Wales, which you may not have known as well, and Coventry City. The latter, which is Coventry, he joined in 2021. And in 2023, he moved to Portugal to play for Sporting Lisbon, in Lisbon. So that is kind of the journey of Victor Gyokeres. And then now we're seeing the journey continue by eventually, fingers crossed. I'm feeling like it's pretty much done. That's why I was quite frustrated at the beginning because people were doing deals quite quickly and we weren't. And I was thinking, how are we not when we come second 3 times in a row? Andrea Berta's here, should be wanting to make a statement. But then it seemed like a lot of things were being done or things were being spoken about. And it now is coming to fruition. Deals are being made. Victor Gyokeres seems to be an Arsenal player with the green in the background and the red on this side. It's happening, people. It's bloody happening. But yeah, it's good news because my evening was changing direction with the whole Chelsea halftime currently at 3-0. And well, Love Island's Love Island. But yeah, but hopefully by the end of this week, we'll have full confirmation that Victor Gyokeres is an Arsenal player. We expect that Noni Madueke to be confirmed as well. I'm assuming this week as well, as all that has kind of all been done and signed off. I believe he's done his medical and whatnot, or we'll be doing it Monday, and they'll be doing all the media and all that stuff confirmed probably this week. So we'll probably see that come through the door as well and signed. So if we're lucky and if Arsenal do their job, two signings should be confirmed by the end of this week, and then going forward, whilst we're on pre-season tour, Arsenal, do us a favour, a Rodrigo or an Eze. Or both. I'm being very greedy. It's a pipe dream a little bit, but Eze if you can. People, that is it, the news. I'm going to read it off one more time. I'm going to read David Ornstein's news just to finalise before I leave. Sporting Lisbon confirm agreement in principle reached for Victor Gyokeres, switch to Arsenal. Deal worth 63.5 million euros guaranteed, plus 10 million euros add-ons. The 27-year-old Sweden strikers representative waives the fee to help facilitate move from Sporting to Arsenal. It's happening! Sorry if I just screamed in your ear. But people, that is it. That is the news. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't see PSG clawing back a 3-0 deficit right now. Please pray, everyone, that they do. But it is what it is. The news is about Victor Gyokeres coming to Arsenal. Finally, after all the months of speaking about it, it's looking like it's happening. The player I originally wanted. People, enjoy your day. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Love.